I actually used to have um, mulches like leaves and straw and things like that. And I found that the slugs really liked to live in those environments. When I actually switched over to having a bit more of a green cover in my garden of young green plants, I had less problems with slugs because they didn't have as many places to live and they had a lot more things to eat. Um, on my end, I did that by accident. One year, I just had a whole bunch of brassica plants that went to seed. I kind of threw the seeds everywhere. The next spring, there's just kind of this carpet of brassica plants in my garden. But I realized that by having a bit more of a living mulch rather than kind of plant residues as mulch, I think that the slugs simply had a lot more things to munch on and they were more likely to leave my plants alone. A couple of other things that I'll just mention. I mean, of course, with that method, you can do it in a much more intentional way with a cover crop that will serve other purposes. But if you're going to be handpicking slugs, they really love to come out at night. So if you go out at night with a headlamp, you can handpick them more easily. You can also put things like wooden boards or like half grapefruits or things like that in your farm or garden, and they'll tend to congregate under them. So it's a way that you can kind of have a way to kind of get them to go into one place where then you could then move that wooden board away the next morning. And you can look into sacrificial plants. There's some things like hostas that they like to eat that you might be able to kind
Mm.
of put in one area and hope that they'll go over there a little bit more. And I'll also mention that if you're having slug issues, it's best to avoid watering at night. Oftentimes, people recommend watering at night for the sake of the plants, because if you water at night, there's going to be a lot less evaporation of the water. So that water is really going to go down deeper into the soil and water your plants better, and the water is really going to be used more efficiently. But when the soil's moist at night, slugs really like that, and and they really just like coming out into that environment. So if you're having issues and you water, I'd suggest watering in the morning so that by the time the evening comes around, your soil is dry.